Hey, big sis. Do you remember me? It's been so long since we last talked.
Of course I remember you. You're my sister. How could I forget? How are you doing?
Sorry I haven't texted you lately. I've been busy with work and stuff. But I have some news for you. I'm going to be staying at your place for a bit, so I'm on my way now. Sorry that it's so last minute, but it's just for a month, so that's okay, right?
Wait, what? A whole month isn't just a bit. That's a long time. Why do you need to stay with me for a month? I don't mind helping you out, but this is so sudden. What's going on?
Mom told me that you and Mark moved into a brand new 2-bedroom. I heard it's really nice and spacious, so I want to check it out for myself. And you have to let me since I'm your sister. It's not like you two need the extra room anyway.
Wait, hold on. Why are you saying this all of a sudden? Did something happen? Did you lose your apartment or something? You can't just show up at my place and expect me to let you in without any explanation.
Well, my office had to downsize and so did Chandler's, so we've both been laid off. We can't afford to pay the rent anymore, so we have to move out by the end of the week. So that's why I'm in such a tough situation now. Makes sense, right? I'm not crazy.
You never told me anything about your company downsizing. You should have told me about this sooner. I could have helped you find another job or something. And what about Chandler? Is he looking for work too?
Yeah, I guess I should have. But I didn't want to bother you with my problems. You have your own life to worry about. And yeah, Chandler is looking for work too. But it's hard to find anything these days. So this is why I'm asking you guys to let us stay with you. Once we find jobs, we'll move out. No big deal.
Wow, that's rough. I'm sorry this is happening to you guys. But I'm sorry. I can't just let you live here.
Why not? You're not going to help out your own sister? That's so mean of you.
It's just that we're not even home. We're on vacation right now. We can't just go home.
You're on vacation now?
Well, it was kind of a spontaneous decision. Both of our jobs are in a slow period, so it seemed like a good chance to travel and see the world. We've always wanted to do that.
You should have told me this sooner. Now what am I supposed to do if you're not at home? We were really counting on you, Tessa. You shouldn't treat us like this.
Why are you blaming us in this situation? You're the one who went ahead and relied on someone else's help instead of helping yourself. You should have planned ahead and saved some money for emergencies like this. You can't just expect us to drop everything and come back for you.
By the way, where are you? Hawaii?
No, we're actually traveling all over Europe for 2 weeks. We only left just yesterday, so we'll get back exactly 2 weeks from now.
Wow, I can't believe this. So that means that we're going to be out of a place to live for a whole 2 weeks? I'll end up on the streets. Do you want your little sister to be homeless?
Of course not, but you can't blame me for this. You don't need to be so dramatic. I can understand how hard it is to be laid off. But you can't just rely on me to always solve all your problems for you.
Wow, don't act so high and mighty. I'm not asking for you to solve my problems. I'm just asking you to give me a place to live, that's all. I don't need your lectures right now. Losing my job all of a sudden is enough. I'm not going to get you any housewarming gifts, you know?
But something tells me you never wanted to buy me any in the first place. You've probably already thrown away all your money at the slot machines anyway.
I didn't do that. I'm not some gambling idiot, you know.
Yeah, sure, if you say so. Anyway, we're sorry, but we can't help you out. You two will just have to work something out on your own.
So sorry to text you when you're on vacation, but I really need to talk to you about something. Is that okay?
Sure, what's up?
Did you let Janet and Chandler live in your place while you two are away? I got a text from her saying that you did, but I didn't think it was true.
No? She said that? She's at my place? How did she get in?
Yeah, I was going to stop by her place to give her some blueberries I got when I went blueberry picking, but when I texted her, she said she was at your place. She said you gave her permission to stay there for a month while you're on vacation.
Really? That's a lie! I never gave her permission to stay at my place. I never even told her where I live. She's so sneaky and dishonest. And a month? There's no way I'd let them stay there for a month. They're so irresponsible. They'll ruin everything.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. Even when you two were little girls, you didn't want Janet to go in your room. You two were always fighting about every little thing.
Yeah, we're complete opposites of each other. Like oil and water. We've never really seen eye to eye. I mean, this is the kind of girl who would eat chips in bed and eat cereal with cola instead of milk. She's so gross and weird. I tried my best to be a nice sister, but there's just no way I would let someone like that in my room, let alone my whole apartment.
Yes, you two have always been like that. Someone like you who's so organized and fastidious just doesn't really mix with someone who doesn't care about things being in order or keeping on top of things.
True. By the way, did you hear that her and Chandler got laid off? She told me. Do you think that they're planning on staying at my place since they got kicked out of their place?
Wait, what? She didn't tell me anything about that.
She probably was too embarrassed to tell you. She said that the company had to cut a lot of workers due to budget cuts. She told me they couldn't afford their place anymore and asked me if I'd let them stay in my place, but I told them I wouldn't be home for another 2 weeks, so I said no.
Wow, maybe they are really trying to live in your place in secret now.
Yeah, that must be it. If I wasn't on vacation, I'd deal with this myself, but could you force them out? They really shouldn't be crashing at my place.
Of course. If I find them there, I'll tell them they need to leave. What's weird is I went to your place and she texted me that and I didn't see anyone there.
Huh? Do you think she was lying? Or maybe they were just out when you went by, like they went job hunting or to apply for unemployment insurance or something. Or at least I hope that's what they've been doing.
But she said she was home at the time. And when I used the intercom, they didn't answer it or let me in.
So this means they weren't at my place at all?
Yeah, that's why I was confused and went to go see for myself. I thought it was strange that no one answered, so I decided to just go home and forget about it. But something just didn't sit right with me.
Yeah. Since we don't know what's going on, can we just let it be until I come back from my vacation, okay?
Okay, I got it. Have a great vacation. Be careful not to order your drinks with ice. There might be bacteria in the water.
Don't worry. I'm pretty sure all the water in Europe is fine. Talk to you later.
Tessa! By my math, today is the day you got back from your trip. How was it? So you'll be coming home soon, right?
Yep, I actually got to the airport just now. It was an amazing trip. The UK was great, France was great, Spain was hot, but great. Switzerland was beautiful, and so were Greece and Italy. I wish I could do it all again. I bought lots of gifts, so my luggage is really heavy. We'll be heading home as soon as we get our luggage. I hope they didn't lose it.
Yeah, I hope not too. You probably bought some really nice stuff. But there is one thing I should tell you. There's no space for you here at your place.
What do you mean?
We've taken over your place. So you two will just have to find a new place, okay? This place belongs to me and Chandler now.
Are you joking or something? I don't get it.
I know you're really smart, but sometimes you're really dumb. I told you we needed a place to stay, so we helped ourselves. I gave you a heads up anyway, so I don't think they were intruding on your property or anything. Plus, we're family.
Your logic makes no sense sometimes, Janet.
To be honest, we thought we'd just stay here for a bit and then leave, but your place is so much nicer than we imagined. Even the backyard is perfectly maintained, and you have one of those fridges with an ice cube dispenser. I've always wanted one of those. We couldn't help but stay. Before we knew it, it had been 2 weeks. And since we've lived here for 2 weeks now, doesn't that kind of make this place ours? You haven't been here in 2 weeks.
Oh my god, Janet. You really crossed the line now. I could put up with your childish antics back when you were a teenager, but you're an adult now. You can't just sneak into someone's home and then say it's yours.
We've lived here longer than you have now. So that makes it our place now. Just let us have it.
You're being totally unreasonable right now. We bought that place and then decided to go on a trip. It doesn't just mean you can just settle in. Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Yeah, but no matter how dumb you think I am, I've already got the place, so it doesn't matter anyway. We've been living here longer than you, and we have no intention of leaving anytime soon. All you can do is find some other place now.
But you've basically stolen my place.
We didn't steal it. You're the one who left it available since you went on a trip. What did you think was going to happen? So now we got a nice little house with a garden in the backyard. You'll have to live at the airport for a while. Or be homeless, ha ha ha.
But our place is in a high-rise. Didn't I tell you that? There is no backyard or garden.
What?
Wow, you guys had no idea whose house you were breaking into? You guys aren't very good burglars. Well, I guess it doesn't matter since it has nothing to do with me. Good luck explaining yourself to the cops. We're going to head home now.
Wait, what are you talking about? I thought you bought a little house with a garden. Why are you saying you live in a high-rise? Maybe you're the one who's lost your mind. The house looks a bit old from the outside, but it's newly renovated inside and modern inside. Come on, you must know the place I'm talking about. There's no need to call the cops on us or anything.
You think that I would want to live in an old house like that? You don't know me very well, do you? I'm way too much of a neat freak and I have absolutely no interest in gardening. If I buy a house, I want it to be modern and have floor-to-ceiling glass windows and a pool in the backyard. Of course, living in a little house with a garden sounds nice, but it just doesn't suit our personalities very well.
Oh, but I heard about this place from Mom. I thought maybe you went for something rustic because that's what Mark likes. She told me that you bought a new place and told me the address.
Wait, Mom told you that?
Yes, that's why Chandler and I are here. So it makes no sense that you're seeing this in your place.
Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me, Janet. Are you talking about my new house?
Yes. Hello?
Not Tessa's. Mine.
What?
You really don't listen to anything I say, do you? Why don't you listen to your mother? I told you that place is my new house for when I retire. So this means you've broken into my house.
Mom, is that you?
And all this happens right when I'm picking up Tessa and Mark from their trip. Ugh, why did I not realize this sooner? I should have known you'd do something like this.
Wow, so that's how you think of me?
Well, am I wrong? Look at what you're doing.
Hold on a second. What are you talking about? New home? Why do you need a new home?
The county said that her house was on property that they wanted to develop, so it had to be sold. I told you all of this before.
What? They're going to tear down the house?
Wow, you don't remember any of this? I told you this about a month ago. How do you not remember?
Oh, right. You did call me. But around that time, I was super stressed out about getting laid off. And so many things were going on at once, so I couldn't focus on the conversation. I don't remember any of this.
I thought you were listening, but maybe just too tired to talk a lot. I told you everything that day.
But Mom, you're the one who gave me the address when I asked you where Tessa's new place was. That's why we didn't realize this was your new place.
What are you going off about? You never said, tell me Tessa's new address. You just said, tell me the new address. So, naturally, I thought that you were talking about my new place, since that's what we had been talking about. I had no idea you'd break in, though. If I had known, I wouldn't have told you anything. I have no words for you right now.
Wait, so this really isn't Tessa's place?
That's what I've been trying to explain to you this whole time. Don't you get it? Wow, I didn't know I raised such an idiot. I guess the silver lining is that at least you haven't broken into some stranger's place. I'm sure it would get reported to the police.
Wow, you call your own daughter an idiot? And you're right. I'm glad it's your house and not a stranger's. So really you shouldn't be angry with me because it's not like I broke into a stranger's home, right? And since we're family, then you won't have any problems with Chandler and I staying here.
What are you talking about? Of course you can't stay there.
Please, Mom. You have to help us out. I'm your daughter. We both got laid off from our jobs and have no place to live now. We're going through a really tough time. So why don't we all live in this nice little house? I'm sure you'd like having more company. I can even help with the gardening. And you don't have to worry about going into a care home or anything, since I'll be downstairs and I can just go upstairs to help you.
Absolutely not. Who would want to live with the kind of people who just break into a place and squat there?
But we had no choice.
Oh, and by the way, I've had the house fully equipped with security cameras. They're even synced to my phone so I can check on it anytime.
Are you for real?
Of course! There are so many scams targeting elderly people. It pays to be cautious. So I took a look and also took a listen when you were texting Tessa. My phone can hold up to 1 month's worth of footage, so I see your entire 2-week stay. I'm able to see how you got in, what you talked about, and what you've been doing this whole time.
Mom, are you being serious right now?
I'm dead serious. Leaving the windows unlocked was pretty sloppy of you. And you forced the lock open.
You saw that?
I was so shocked by how calculated and greedy you two are. I've got you on tape talking about stealing Tessa's place. Not only that, but going on and on about how you never want to work again and just want to spend the rest of your life in the garden. You even said you wish you would just die so you could inherit the place for real. Hearing all of that made me sick to my stomach. I'm this close to losing it.
I'm sure you saw that we were drinking in the footage. We were just really drunk and talking nonsense. That's all. We just got a little carried away because we drank too much that night. I think we were quoting movie lines or something. It had nothing to do with reality.
Being drunk is no excuse. And what movie possibly talks about Tessa's house? It's way too specific. Nice try, Janet. And you two haven't even been trying to look for jobs these past 2 weeks. You've just been lazing around all day drinking. Why would I want to share my place with a daughter and son-in-law who thinks it's okay to do that?
But none of this is true. Someone must have tampered with the footage or something. I'm being framed.
Janet, you only have 2 hours left. I'm going to take Tessa and Mark home from the airport, and then I'm going to drive over to my new house to pick you and Chandler up. So you better have all your bags packed by then. If you don't, I can still call the cops on you for breaking and entering into my house, even though you're family.
What? You do that to your own daughter?
You bet I would. Oh, and also please leave money on the counter to pay for cleaning and repairing the front door.
Tessa! Tessa! Mom got super mad at me and kicked us out of her place. So what are we supposed to do now? It doesn't much matter how much I beg for her to forgive me. She just won't.
I guess this just means that you need to find a job and a place to live before that happens. Good luck with that. You're going to need it.
Please just tell me the address to your new apartment and let us stay there. I promise we'll be out within 1 month. Please do us this one favor for me. For your sister?
Nope. If I let you guys into my apartment, you'll just get the rug and the couch all dirty. And you'll probably break something or steal something too. I don't care that you're my sister. You're too messy and irresponsible. And you're a liar too.
Huh? You think we're that dirty? How about the time you got chocolate all over the table? You were such a slob back then.
That was when I was 6 years old, Janet. Mom just called me and told me everything. Not only did she kick you guys out of her place, but you also destroyed her new home. The couch and the carpet were so full of crumbs and stains that Mom had to hire a cleaner. Not to mention the front door. She wants you to pay for all the repairs. That must be tough for an unemployed couple like you two.
But that debt is like a death sentence. We barely have any money saved up, and now she's demanding $2,500 from us? All that for just using a couch and walking on the carpet? Even though when she gets her cat, it's just going to do all the same stuff all over again? It'll scratch the couch to death.
That's not your call to make. All you have to do is just pay the money Mom is asking from you, and pay it quick. She's pissed. And don't even think about blaming the cat. The cat is innocent. You're the guilty ones.
I will, so please just let me stay at your place. I'll pay for all of it. Just let me in.
Wow, you really think I'm going to let you two into my place? After everything I just told you about the state of moms? Not to mention that you were trying to break into my place from the start. You're so sneaky and dishonest.
Yeah, but we didn't. It wasn't your place. And we promised not to do anything like that again, so please just help us out this one time. I won't ask for any more favors after this. For a month. Actually, no, just a week. We'll move out once we find jobs, I swear.
If it's just for a week, why don't you just tough it out and be homeless for a little while? Remember, if you find jobs, then you won't have to be homeless. Maybe you should start begging employers instead of begging me, Anyway, good luck. You're going to need it more than ever. Afterwards, I heard that they ended up going to a casino. And of course, they spent all their money there and basically bankrupted themselves. They somehow managed to pay off the repair fees to Mom before they lost all their money though. I suspect they won the jackpot once and then paid her, but then lost it all again. Now I heard that they're working a bunch of minimum wage jobs and living paycheck to paycheck. Unsurprisingly, she lied about her and Chandler getting laid off from work. What actually happened was that they tried to resell products from their company online. But it didn't go so well, and the company found out and fired them. They ended up getting blacklisted. That's why they can't find full-time jobs. Sometimes she still tries asking Mom for help, but Mom refuses her every time. I guess Janet will just have to work at fast food restaurants for the rest of her life.
Beth, I'm on my way home. You're not in the main house, are you? I'm moving it to the barn. Don't you have something else to say? Excuse me? You know what? Your husband worked hard for family today. Great job this week, Jen. Why don't you tell me in the beginning? How many times do I have to tell you? I'm sorry. You don't say I'm sorry. You should say I apologize, right? I apologize. And don't say I'm moving on. You should say I am being relocated. I am being relocated. That's enough. You're a real piece of shit, you know that? You should be thankful you have a place to stay. Yes. Where's Ron? He's at your parents' as usual. Are you sure you made him have his study materials? Of course. In the name of concentrating on his junior high school entrance exam, I leave him at your parents' every weekend. What do you mean by in the name of? You make it sound like it's not true. If he is actually making progress in his studies, then why not? Every weekend, every time I leave him with them, I get a lot of comments from your father. About what? Today, he asked me what's the reason he doesn't study better at home. Just making up some stories. Don't be rude to my parents. Okay. Do you have alcohol and snacks ready in the main house? Everything is in the fridge. Where did you buy them? I bought them at the department store. Not the cheap stuff? It's fresh, not on sale. Then I guess it's okay. Last weekend your homemade stew was very bad. I made that one with my parents' seasoning. It could have been thick taste. Why are you blaming your parents? I don't care where it is from. I'm talking about whether I can eat something made with your poorest taste. I'm a gourmet. I'm sorry, I have no sense of taste. I went to a Michelin-listed restaurant with them today. They remembered my face and I was shocked. Most of the stores in that area are getting a VIP entry these days. That's great. Are you coming back with Kate again today? That's why I'm checking the snacks. I'm drinking with Kate and relaxing until morning. About that, I beg you, would you please stop this? What about this? Stop what? You bring your cheating partner home every weekend. It's not a normal family. That's better than sneaking around, hiding and cheating on you. That's not what I'm saying. Why do I have to stay in the barn? If I understand, why don't you guys stay somewhere else? You know, having a woman whose wife approved. For a man, it's a sign of financial strength. I don't approve. Then why are you even preparing the snacks? If I don't have it ready, you'll kick me out, right? Isn't it obvious? I don't want a wife who doesn't listen to me. Even if I do what you say. I have had bath water poured on me. You've made me get down on my knees in front of Ron. For a wife who can't even hold a guest to her satisfaction, you need to be a certain amount of punishment for that. That's absurd. I can't consider that woman as my guest. What are you talking about? You should be more grateful to Kate. Grateful? What you don't have. She makes up for what you lack. What am I lacking? What? Don't make me say it. You say that in front of Ron? Even Ron will understand when he grows up. A good woman is worth paying to be around. This is too unhealthy. It's bad for him. Ron is only 10 years old. He doesn't understand what is going on. That's not true. He's a smart kid. He'll figure it out. What would an elementary school kid understand? Well, he's smart like me. He'll have to become a doctor or something in the future to pay back what he owes me. Owes for what? Well, living expenses for his living, and the tuition fees that are going to be incurred from now on. Are you saying that you want to pay back in the future so you pay him now? Of course, I'm going to ask him to pay me back 100 times over. Ron is my insurance policy for the future. It's like an investment in advance. I feel so sorry for Ron. Why not? I'm sure he's doing everything he wants to do, make your life easier, right? But his future belongs to him. I can't believe his parents raised him for money. Don't talk about parents. You can't even give a penny to him. That's because you won't allow me to work part-time. Why not? I can't believe my wife has to work. I'll look like a worthless person in the neighborhood. Isn't it normal for people to work together nowadays? Whatever you say, it's no. Even if a housewife has a little money, she won't use it for anything. That's not true. I'm trying to save money for him too. Let's say you work for a year. That's less than my month's salary. That may be true, but... If you got time to work part-time, be a diligent housewife. All you have to do is make me happy. That's why Ron is safe until he graduates from college. But you never know what might happen to you. What do you mean? You're going to take me down? How can that be? Then stay out of my way. In my family, we're monogamous. What's that? I haven't heard that since we got married. If you have a problem with it, I'll divorce you. What are you going to do about Ron? In that case, of course, I'll get custody. You won't be able to support a single child. Money isn't the only way to raise a child. What about his food? I'll leave him at my parents'. Or I can hire a housekeeper. I'll be ready to serve divorce papers anytime. No way. Then shut up and stay out of it. You keep pestering me, I'll take the barn. Why don't you reflect on your own alone? Dad, I need to talk to you about Friday. What is it, Ron? What's up with Friday? I don't go to Grandma and Grandpa's. Can I stay home? Why not? At night. I need to borrow the computer in Dad's room. Computer? You're not going to play games on it, are you? That's something for stupid dumb kids to do. I don't play games. Then what do you use it for? I'm going to have an online study group. What time? 9 p.m. What's an elementary school kid doing that late? My friend's brother teaches everyone. He's coming home from his part-time job. Is it useful to be taught by someone like that? He's a student at A university. A university? Does he go to such a great place? Yeah, medical school, he said. Medical school? So, can I borrow your computer? It's only for an hour. Well, it's a good reason. Can you promise me that you'll be back in your room as soon as you're done? Okay. Dad, I'll be home with my friends this weekend. I'm not gonna be there for you, okay? Okay. It will be 10 p.m. when it's done. I'm going to bed soon. Don't come out of your room till morning. I won't bother your dad and your friends. Alright. Well then, this weekend's only. Thanks. Make sure you lock up nice tight at night. I got the keys. I won't be home till midnight. What about Mom? She goes to the barn at night. Why? Because even Mom needs some alone time on weekends. Your friends are coming over and she doesn't want to entertain them. She's tired too. She should at least let her have a weekend off. Is it the same for the other mothers in the house? What do you mean? Are they all in the barn on weekend nights? I don't know about everyone else. Not everyone has a house as nice as ours. It's amazing to have a barn like that in the yard. I see. That's why you went to a good school. When you grow up, make good money. And take over our house. Will it be my house someday? If you pay all the property taxes and repairs. Only if you make me feel better. I don't understand. I mean, study hard and get rich. When I become rich, can I build my own house? Do you want your own house? Yes, I do. You're ambitious like me. What does ambitious mean? It means you have big dreams. Then build a new 2-family house in New York. Would that make my mom happy? Of course she would. Then I'll do my best. Did you finish your homework today? Yeah, I did. I did my homework. That's my boy. Are you late again today, Dad? Yes. I hardly ever see you at all. I've got a lot of socializing to do. I'm a popular guy. What do you mean by socialize? I mean friends from company related. You'll understand when you grow up. I can't wait to grow up. Why? As Dad said, make a lot of money to take care of you. That's very encouraging. I'm looking forward to it. Dad, are you at work? I'm out of the office. We're going out again. Okay. What's happening? I just wanted to say I'm sorry to you. Did you do something you're sorry for? Yeah, I did. Can we talk about this later? It's not a big deal anyway, is it? Dad, I'm busy right now. Because you're with Kate? What are you talking about? She's your friend, right? The woman who comes over every weekend. How do you know Kate? I saw her the other night when she went to the bathroom. She never said a word about it. Because I hid. I promised not to bother you. I see. But why did you think you'd see me with Kate today? Because of emails. What about emails? Because I can see your emails from my computer, right? Did you look at what's inside? I did. Okay. And were you gonna apologize for that? For that too. That too? But you didn't know what that meant, did you? I didn't know what it meant. I thought I'd ask my mom. I forwarded it to her. Forwarding? To Mom? Yes. I wanted to apologize for that. Well, it's okay if it's your mom. Kate and your mom know each other. Yeah, but you know what? I sent it to someone else. Different person? To whom? My homeroom teacher. You forwarded my email to your homeroom teacher. That's why I'm sorry. What's your homeroom teacher saying? CGC? She said she's consulting with a place called Child Guidance Center? Maybe that's it. She said there were problems in my home environment. Ron, give me the teacher's number right now. I'll explain it to her. I don't have her number. Why don't you call the school? If I call the school, it will be a big problem. What do you mean, big problem? Forget it. I'm going home now. I'm going to talk to your mother about the future. We won't be here when you get back. Where are you? Don't tell me you're in the barn, are you? No, I'm not. Are you at Grandma and Grandpa's? Yeah, that's right. I'm going to Parents' house now. Not that one. You don't know? Don't know what? My mom and I moved out. What? Moved out? What are you talking about? I've been living with my grandma and grandpa on my mom's side for 3 days now. Are you serious? I haven't seen you in a long time because you've been late. Maybe she didn't tell you. That's ridiculous. When is Mom saying she'll be back? She's not coming back. What? She says it's not good for me if I stay with you. She said she was leaving. Your mother is an incorrigible idiot. She's not even working. What's she going to do with the money? She said she'd get it from you. Why would I give money to your mom? She said she could get it if she went to court. Do you mean like alimony or something? I don't know if those emails are proof of anything. I didn't just send those emails. What do you mean? To my mom and homeroom teacher. I sent this to them. What's this? You! When did you take these? The other night. I thought you might want it. Why would I want a picture like this? Because she's your friend, right? I took a picture of you two being friends. But why even send it to your mom or your homeroom teacher? I was proud of you. How popular my dad is. Anyway, tell mom to come home and we'll talk. Okay. I'm going to the city office now to file the divorce papers. Beth, are you serious? Thank you for your help. You already finished signing it. You left it an easy-to-see place, so... Wait. Why? This signature was written by you, right? Yes, but it's not. I don't understand what you're saying. I've got a part-time job. I'll live with Ron from now on. You should reconsider. After being treated like that for so long, what am I going to reconsider now? What about Ron? You can't make two people live on only a little bit of money like that, can you? Only? I'll take what I can get from you. I don't have any money to pay you. I'm sure you do. Property division, child support, alimony for cheating, and of course from Kate too. Don't tell me you're going to court. If you want to. I think I can get child support now. How is that possible? I'm making more money than you. I've been a good parent. But the CGC doesn't agree with you. They say you're an unfit father. Do you think I'm unfit? I mean, look at the picture. It's too bad for my appearance to be sued by my wife. Don't do such a stupid thing. Don't make me do something stupid. I won't go to court if you pay me properly. What's Ron saying? He's happy. Now I can spend the weekend with Mom. That's a lie. Ron loves me as a father. What makes you think that? Ron is. He believes me that I'm popular. He wants to take care of my future. Don't tell me you believe his story. What do you mean? Ron is a more smart boy than you think. That word is making fun of you, W. What? Do you really think there was a study session that night? Ron stayed home for the weekend to get evidence of your affair. He stayed home for the weekend. Why would he do that? Because he cared for me. I was surprised when I heard about it later, but he did it for me. What kind of ridiculous story is that? What's the benefit for him to do it? If he leaves with you, he's going to be poor, don't you understand? Ron said it's better than being with you. What? Then what about the money I invested in him? I was going to make him a doctor in the future. He won't be a doctor. He wants to be a lawyer. Lawyer? He wants to help women who suffers from arrogant husbands. What's that? He's just trying to get at me, isn't he? You were aware of your own arrogance, weren't you? No, I don't. Anyway, that's about what's it. If you feel bad about your appearance, just pay what you owe and get it over with. How can it be like that? I'm good, you know. If I see you in civil court and your workplace finds out about it, I don't care if that picture gets spread all over the company's email. Nothing bothers me. Are you threatening me? I'm not threatening you. It was your son who wrote down the company address from your computer. Was Ron, your son. I understand. I'll pay whatever you ask. So, how much is that? First of all, it's half of your entire asset. Half of the entire asset? It's a legal right. Then alimony and child support combined, I think you should sell the house, don't you? Sell the house? Where am I going to live? Why don't you rent a barn-sized apartment? With Kate. Kate is not going to like that. She's not going to stay with me with no money. I'll be all alone when you guys are gone. That's what you deserve. If I don't see any sincerity in your actions in the future, I won't let you see Ron ever. You can't do that. Then shut up and stay out of it. If you keep bothering me, I'll even take your barn away. You should be reflecting by yourself, alone. My husband didn't want the company to know about it. He decided to be honest and agreed to the divorce. He then sold the house and paid me the amount I had asked for him in one lump sum. He moved into a small apartment that really looks like a barn. He seems to keep it a secret from his coworkers and is such a vain man in every way. My son said if Dad picks on Mom again, I won't forgive him. He was bragging, I'm going to tell my coworkers about the apartment. Even though he is 10 years old, my son looks 100 times more manly than my ex-husband. As for my son and I, we found a small but comfortable apartment. We live together peacefully. Now on weekends, when we stay up late and play games together, it is the happiest time of my life.